Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Emelie, and in today's video I will share two late Easter cards, but I thought it would be okay to share them because I will talk about a couple of techniques that I used when I created these cards. So first off, I took the main image from the sugar egg stamp set, and I wanted to create a background pattern. So you will see that one I will save for the second card, but I will start here by taking a stamping block from Trinity, and then I will take some Memento ink. This is Copic friendly. I just have a scrap piece of paper underneath because I know my image will go off the page and I don't want black ink on my desk. So you can see I'm just starting in the center, which I think is the easiest way to do this, because then everything else will sort of be spaced around it, which will be nice because everything will then be sort of fitting well on top of my page. So I'm starting in the hardest spots and then I'm working my way towards the easier ones, like this one sort of nestled in there. For giving these images some colors, I could have colored them in with my Copics, but I was lazy and wanted something fast. So I cut with the coordinating dies out into some, this is just some low-tech adhesive paper. You can use it like a mask or something like that. I would call it masking paper maybe. And I took 3 shades of color, so I have green and 2 types of blue, and then I just moved my paper and went over it with Trinity's blending brushes. And since this is a background, I don't mind that I'm going outside the lines. It's just gonna look like a pattern paper, and these blending brushes are really nice for smaller images like this. And then I just use a splatter stamp with black ink on top of it. For creating my sentiment, I wanted to coordinate with my background colors, so I just took the brushes again on top of some white scrap piece of paper, and then I did the same order of the colors, and then I will be able to cut into this with the Simply Sentimental Easter dies, and I will have a perfectly coordinating sentiment. So that is a trick. I really like it, and I think this is a nice way to make your project match when you're using the same color. And sometimes you could use like strips of paper to attach together and do sort of a similar effect with this, but I think this was really nice and sort of soft, which I love against our background. And I also wanted a green border, but I didn't have a paper in my stash that I thought would look like the green I used on my little ducklings here. So I just took a marker, one of the Olo markers that actually are available in Trinity's shop. So I could list that down below for you. And you can see how nicely that is with just that green little border. If I had had the white, I think it would have looked a little bit too hard. So I like the softness of this green. And then we can raise the sentiment up with some foam just to give it some dimension and find a perfect little talking space for it, or place for it. And I also off camera heat embossed the rest of the sentiment, so we'll say Happy Easter. And I really like this. I think it's so cute, really sweet. So for my second project, I will actually now go ahead and color this entire image in, and now I will use my Olo markers, and I'm actually going to use sort of the same color palette that I did for my first card, so this could definitely be gifted together. And you can see here I'm using 2 shades for all of my images, and for the gray here I just went in with a 0 marker and just blended everything out, and I really like how that turned out. For my second card, I wanted a frame, that sugar frame, and this is a trick. I'm just placing my stamp into the die so I know exactly where it's going to be positioned, because this is kind of flimsy when it's just like this. So this helps me get the perfect position so I can die cut it out perfect later. So that is a tip for you. So many, I think, good tips in this video. I kind of like doing stuff like this, and sometimes it takes a while to like figure out how to do it in the best way, but I really like the ways that this came out. Sometimes I feel like it could have been an easier way, but for this video I actually think it turned out quite nice and was quite easy to create this look. Here I'm just checking so that I have the right amount of color and the spacing. So this is just that same piece of white cardstock that we used for our main character image here in the beginning. And I'm using the same 3 colors, the same blending brushes, and I will make this coordinate and be the back place for my sugar egg. So you can see how cute this is. I'm just tucking it on top. And of course I have some foam. So I just have slivers of foam, and that will create some nice dimension. And we can have our little ducklings on top of this. And for creating our sentiment, I pulled out one of the stamp set from the same sugar egg builder die set, the stamp set I mean, and we can have that also. I thought this looked quite funny against my white background or card base. So I will pull out a cream colored card panel instead and just leave a little white border. I like the borders, I think it really makes it cohesive and nice. And then we can once more take some, I believe, foam to the back of this and then give it some dimension and raise it up. And then this project starts to be finished. So I like it. We could have had some black splatters in the background, right? Since we had that pretty hard sentiment, I think that would have been nice. Unfortunately, I didn't do it, but if you're gonna recreate this card, I think some black splatters would have been nice in the background of the duckling, or just as some interest in that cream-colored card base. I finished up with some clear sequins from Trinity. And that pretty much finished my video for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and got inspired to create some cards. Maybe not Easter cards right now, or you can create them and save them for next year, but you can definitely use these techniques in other cards that you are gonna create now. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you soon. Bye!